This is Race Review, your driver feedback of every race night, hosted by Shawn Whitney and Ryan Plexico.
Welcome back to episode 3 of Race Review, where we're going to break down Yuma, Arizona, and the first Dwarf Car National of the year. So it started with a pretty early Wednesday morning for you guys. What time did you leave?
I think it was about 2 a.m.
Oh, so you basically left Tuesday night.
Yeah, pretty much.
How long was the drive down there?
It was 12 and a half hours.
That's pretty long. And I'm going to guess you guys kind of left that early because you had a surprise waiting for you down there?
Oh, a little bit. I think it was just also
Big surprise?
Yeah, a little bit. It was mostly just, get down there in a way. Like, I think even without that, we still would have left. I mean, probably about like 3 or 4 then. But
yeah,
still at least getting down there in a timely manner, before it gets dark and stuff. So, but I mean, I think, getting a new trailer Wednesday night had a little bit of something to do with it.
And it's a pretty damn nice trailer.
It's very nice.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in person yet, but I did get pictures from you, so it looks sweet.
It's awesome.
And then Thursday rolled around, and right before practice, what happened there?
Well, so we decided to tell Mike about it just because we didn't want to feel that way of having him haul a car down there, and then we had another car be delivered.
Yeah.
And we also weren't for sure that it was the plan, to have it, but there was, So we had that car. It was funny because Daryl, it was probably what we practiced at, started at 6. So around 4:35-ish, Daryl's all, you better start getting that car ready.
Yeah.
I'm on, it's going to be here.
Trust, pray.
So I think he arrived at about, probably 4:30, right around in there. And, it was definitely a pretty awesome time.
Brand new, shiny B&B chassis.
Yep, it was.
Car looks good.
Car looks amazing. Props to Darren and Victory Graphics for that. That car is unbelievable. Yeah,
so beyond how it looks, how did it drive on practice that Thursday night?
I was very surprised. For a new car, dry slick track normally, but it was pretty. Not pretty. It was still kind of hooked up a little bit, but getting slick. But still, it's just in general, just a new car. I definitely wasn't expecting anything crazy. You got to work into it.
Normally a pretty big learning curve, switching from one car to another.
Yeah, very. And it was very little actually.
That's good.
It was pretty cool because I got in the car, kind of got comfortable, fixed the belts, went out, and already felt awesome in the car. The car was just hooked up, and it was great.
That's what you like out of a brand new car.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what you plan to run the whole year in, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. Kind of get a new take, and I don't know. I feel like it'll be interesting because you'll get to learn about a whole new car and in some ways kind of start from scratch now, but use all the knowledge you've gained over the years and all the skills that you've learned in any type of racing to kind of progress forward this year.
Yeah, it'll definitely be awesome. I think it'll be, in my personal feeling, it'll be good and bad to start from scratch. I think it'll be kind of cool. You learn, this car is different, so it'll be a learning curve. We get to try new things, do new things, which will be awesome. But it could suck in ways because I was good in M&M. I never had a problem. We're Marysville at pretty much season ender. I was in the top 3, which is great. But it'll be, it's something new, and I'm willing to try something new, see how it is, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah, 2 things on that note. Number 1, for everyone wondering, he is keeping the M&M, correct?
Yes.
That's not going anywhere.
Nope.
So don't be worried about that. And secondly, I can't remember, so we'll just move on. Did you guys do anything fun down there that Thursday night or Thursday? You had kind of all day to do whatever, I'm assuming.
No.
Just all race.
Yeah, for sure. Wednesday we got there. Mike was already in the pits. We just wanted to drop the trailer off because we had everything packed. We had the Wednesday night. No, it wasn't Wednesday night. It was Tuesday night. I had to work. I didn't get home till 8 o'clock. We had everything piled in the shop to load in the back of the truck when Dad got home. I told him,
So you waited till the last possible minute to load up?
No. So I got home. The truck's already down at the house. I'm like, so Dad loaded up. I get back there. He loaded up. He's in the house because his back hurts now. He had to, lift motors and all, a generator and all this stuff in the back of the truck. I'll be home after work. But he didn't wait. So,
probably because you wanted to get some sleep before driving 13 hours.
Yeah, so that's fair.
Starting at 2 a.m.
Yeah, probably. So, it was good. Everything was loaded. Kind of sucked, though, because he definitely loaded everything in like we were leaving and didn't have to put anything else in. And we had 2 big yellow totes at the front to put all of our stuff in, which you couldn't get the lids off with basically unloading everything. So I unloaded everything, packed everything away. It was good. We left. So when we got the trailer, we had all this stuff in the back of the truck. So we put it in the trailer, looked at the trailer, and we drove over the track to just drop it off. We're going to check into the hotel. And Mike was over there. So we ended up hanging out there for a little while, talking, just hanging out. And then we ended up, all of us, going to
the casino.
No,
throw it all down.
No, we didn't go to the casino. We went to, I don't even know, some restaurant. It was
okay
out back. I don't know, something. Had some food. Went back, and then Thursday morning, got up decently early. Think we made it over to the track at about 10 o'clock. So then we spent the day there.
Nice. How was the weather down there, by the way? I saw a lot of shorts being worn.
Yeah, shorts for sure.
Complete opposite of last year. It was freezing.
It was freezing. It rained a little bit. It actually rained this time too, but like last year it rained
a lot. Yeah.
Yep. And hit what was it? Saturday? Yeah, Friday night it rained a good amount. I think Mike told me he got up at like 2 a.m. and the parking lot looked like it was almost flooded.
Wow.
Like not deep, but just that nice clean inch all the way across it. But yeah, the weather was super nice. Nice and warm. Actually, got sweaty at some points.
Damn. That's crazy. So rolling over into Friday, what kind of pill did you draw, and how many cars entered? Or do you know the full car count?
I do not know the full car count. I mean, we had over 24, so I can tell you that much.
Yeah, in the pros.
Yeah,
I think total car count, I was able to watch the race all the races on XR Plus, and I think they announced it at like 85 cars or something like that. Yeah, so a pretty good show out.
Yeah, there was a good amount. Yeah, there was a good amount of cars. I would roughly say at least 30 cars in the pros.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Something like there. And I started off by drawing a 56, I think it was.
Which started you where in the heat race?
In the back.
Yeah. Which is absolutely not where you want to be, especially at a Nationals with the amount of talent there coming from so many different divisions across the varying states. Yeah,
so also on that note, so we're getting ready, hot laps, all that. So I drew my pill and finally got the lineups for it. And Darren, who builds the B&B, was over. We're going through stuff, changing things, looking at things. I find out about this, and I went over to him. Hey, so for you to watch heat races, it'll be pretty simple for you, because I had Darren Brown, Ryan Winters, Sean Jones, Robert Peters, which is another B&B car, me, and there was one other.
Oh, you had both the Velasquez brothers.
Oh, yep, them too. I think that was it. But like most of his B&B cars were in that. I had, all the top fast guys in it too. So it was
yeah, it was just a mix of top pick guys from all over. So, yeah, that was interesting. So how did that go for you? And that was your first race in the new car too.
Yeah, yep. So first race in, I transferred. I think, yeah, I did. Yeah, because I had to run the B second night.
Okay.
Right. I gotta think about this. Yeah.
It was a long weekend.
It was a long weekend. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I transferred today. I think I was fourth.
Okay. And then how was the track then?
The track was getting slick. It was definitely, it was getting slicker.
Was it different than the hot laps on Thursday?
Yes, for sure. The hot laps on Thursday, it was like slick entering, and like not hooked up, but like just not super slick, through the corner and coming off. But getting in for sure was really, you could get in the car, you could really feel the car like if you didn't hit it right, just get sideways.
So what all did you learn on that first night in the new car? Did you learn that you could maybe push it a little harder than normal?
Oh yeah, for sure. It definitely getting in the corners. Once you felt that car set, it was great. So it's just me learning where that point was and where my limits were, and I got it seemed to find that pretty quick. So that was nice, and I think the only thing that we had a problem with was drive. I felt like I had no drive the whole weekend.
Unfortunately, was not your fault.
No,
and was due to a little bit of a faulty motor.
Yep, which was a bummer because I ran that motor 2 years ago and it ran great, and then it sat, and then we thought, okay, well, let's put it in this car, and obviously,
wah wah wah. Yeah, that's a real bummer. Especially you make the whole trip down there. It's not close. It's a 2-day event. It's a big event for us, and a brand new car. Like everything is just aligned to where you want no mistakes, and kind of right out the gate just kind of screwed yourself. But
yeah, I mean, we had another motor with us. We could have swapped it, but we weren't really for sure. I mean, for the first 2 nights, we were kind of thinking. First night, we were thinking gears. Then we found out that people were running the same gears as us, so we were like, no, maybe it's not that. So Friday, we let it go. And then, I mean, at that point, it's just like you just got to run with you got. In my opinion, there was just no point in it.
Yeah,
it was just
and
too
that's
much
a lot
work
of work.
and, yeah,
to just on a whim go, you know what? Let's swap the whole motor.
It could be, so why not? And it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, that sucks. So the first night, Darren Brown won the main event. So congrats to you, Darren. Then rolling over into Saturday, what kind of adjustments did you have to make for Saturday? How'd the track change from Friday to Saturday come the heat race there?
So Saturday it rained Friday night. So Saturday we were, it was weird because nobody thought the track was going to change, be tacky or anything.
Yep.
I didn't think so either, but we went down there. I sent you a couple of videos. The track guy was having the hardest time to start packing that track in.
Yeah. Sliding sideways down the whole straightaway.
It was pretty funny to see, but he brought the track in pretty good. And the promoter actually said that it was going to be tacky, which we all kind of looked at each other and were like, I don't see that happening. But he says that normally when it rains, it gets tacky, but it didn't. It stayed a little bit, but just went basically right dry slick instantly again. And then they did a little track prep and kind of brought certain parts of it back to life. But then it just ended up ending like Saturday or Friday night. Took rubber. Is just how it was. No too much changes.
What other cars raced down there? I basically tried to not watch anything besides you guys, so I only saw you in modifieds.
That's all it was. It was two types of modifieds. I don't really know. I want to say maybe a sports mods and something else, but it wasn't for sure. But 2 classes of modifieds.
Gotcha. Yeah, so how'd the heat race go for you? What'd you draw for a pill the second night?
It was worse. I think it was a 70-something.
So you started in the back yet again.
Yep, yet again.
Took a little damage I saw in that heat race.
Yep, sadly, I did.
The first damage to the new car.
Yep. So it was, I mean, I wasn't trying to. It just kind of happened. So yeah, sorry to hear
it's
about
racing.
That.
Yeah. At least you were still drivable.
Yeah.
It was just a Nerf bar. So, and some paint chips. That kind of sucks on a new paint.
Yeah, it does. Especially Thursday, we saw a nice rock chip in the hood, and that was kind of like,
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, but yeah, so the heat race, yeah, to the B, of course.
Okay, but you say it like that was because you did bad. Regardless, everyone has to go to the B on that second night.
True, but I started a little ways back in the B. But yeah, so and the B, I transferred at least. So I mean that's a plus. But it's just it was back there.
Yeah, so even though you went to the B, had to go to the B, and started in the back, you worked your way up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I definitely moved up, and it was. I think it like I didn't know it was the motor problem, which was a bummer, but like just that whole weekend it was just kind of bugging me just because the car felt great. Entering the corner, I would catch people through the corner, be right there.
Yeah.
And then coming off, it was like a fight because I didn't want to let anybody by, but there was nothing for him there. So it was all my passing had to be like in the corner and try to block coming off, which was hard.
Which was funny though to me as a bystander because it was cool kind of just being able to sit back and watch it all. And on TV and not knowing that you had any problems, the first thing that I said was, holy shit, he's got crazy drive coming out of 2. Whatever the heck it was. Out of 2 every single time. And that was basically how you made up all the ground you did. It looked like you had plenty of power then. And you made quite a few passes on the backstretch.
Yeah,
but,
two definitely was I had more speed coming out of there. I don't really know what it was, but yeah.
And my thing was too, I was almost thinking after you said that, was being down on a little power might have been better for you getting off the corner. Because
it could have.
A lot of guys were sliding up,
yep.
And you could see just buzzing off the tires.
Yeah, and I think at least for Friday night on the bottom down there, there was a nice hooked up spot that if you could stay on. Which Saturday night didn't have that because of the rain, so it was puddles down the bottom.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I think it's how much it makes a difference. But coming out of 4 too, you're going uphill too. You come right out of the corner, you have to gradually go up, back down, which doesn't help much. But yeah, it was definitely me trying to get into the corner harder, try to keep my momentum going. So I try, so you don't lose anything coming out. Yeah. Which I think 2 was a better corner for me in that case. But yeah, that's where I had most of my speed. And entering 3 was good, but coming out just had nothing.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So then rolling over to the A main, how at that point you knew I kind of got something wrong with the motor. What's your kind of thought going into the race with that, knowing that?
Still at that point, we didn't really discuss it till after the main, thinking, oh, maybe it is a motor. But knowing that I have some kind of a drive problem.
Yep.
We did everything, we were thinking, watching how the track's looking. We're like, okay, so what can we do to do drive? Will this going to improve side by it, or this will take away from that? So at one point we just made a little adjustment just to kind of keep the car where it was because I liked everything.
Uh-huh.
And didn't want to go way out of proportion. And I just had to work with what I had. There's not much you can do, hopefully try to keep momentum going. And it worked for some part of it, but, it caused some problems at some point.
Yeah. Unfortunately, fortunately, there wasn't a whole lot of carnage, which was really surprising for a Western States National. I was expecting, like normal, half the field to get taken out. And I was like, well, if you do have something wrong and you are in the back, you might be able to just avoid everything and get real close to that top 10. But that wasn't really the case.
Well, no, it wasn't the case, and all the cars taken out. But I did make it real close to that top 10 until that checkered flag came out pretty much. Coming out of 4, which was a bummer.
What happened there?
Honestly, I thought it was me just, I touched his left rear, got on the brakes a little bit, hoping, we'd still keep going. And I thought I slowed down enough that I wouldn't hit him.
Yeah.
And I ended up hitting him again. And we both spun. I was able to keep it going. And I think I finished 19th from, I think I was in 13th or 12th or something right in there.
Yeah.
But then after that, I went and talked to him, and my dad and the people with him both said that I got pushed into him that second time. So that's what we're assuming happened. I don't really know, but it was kind of a sucky situation.
Yeah. Not how you want the weekend to end, but
no.
You did make the A main. You fought through having problems the whole time, and hey, to finish the race, roll the car in the trailer.
Yep.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So have you replaced the motor yet then?
Yes, we have.
That's good.
Yeah, that was the first thing we did. Came home, just, of course I like to strip the cars. That's
Yep.
how always.
See it pretty all bare.
Yeah, even at the races, it's every national. You come over Friday or Saturday morning, and that car is going to be bare. Clean the panels, but yeah. So strip the car apart. Spent a lot of time just kind of looking into it, because we never had time to look into it. So did that. Looked into how the motor was mounted, so we just kind of knew how that was. Everything's different, and then just went to town.
Nice. Yeah, throwing it back to the A-main on Saturday night. I meant to say congrats to Shawn Jones on the win there, and also Darren Brown and Ryan Winter for the podiums there. The three of them had a pretty exciting race to watch on TV. And hey, props to Shawn because he also had to go to the B with you. And I think he won that and fought his way up. Got, in my opinion, a pretty lucky caution that gave him the chance to get around Ryan, who was holding him off hard. And unfortunately for Shawn, he had the faster car and just could not get around Ryan. It was like he was blocking him the whole time. And I was just like, Ryan, I was thinking, like, is Ryan going to let him by with the thought of like, okay, I know I'm not as fast. He could go run down Darren and have a chance at the win. But I don't think that was what happened. But,
well, I mean, you got to think about it. What happened at Chico last year when they were battling side by side?
Oh, dude, they don't give an inch.
No, they took each other out.
Yeah. So I didn't expect it to happen, but I was just like, oh, maybe he'll be nice. Hell no. He raced his heart out, and yeah, they put on a good show. And unfortunately, Darren was checked out, and caution hurt him, and then kind of allowed Shawn Jones to get up on his butt and pick a line and got around him. So, yeah, that was a fun race to watch. Excited to watch the rest of your guys' Western State stuff, and excited for our NorCal season to start this coming weekend at Placerville Speedway. Hopefully, yeah. If the rain can hold out.
It better.
Yeah, I hope so.
I mean, if it happens, today? Just a little bit of rain, the sun comes out, I can't complain.
Yeah. Nice. It'll be nice because they won't even have to water the track. Yeah, so if you guys are listening to this and you can't come to the Placerville races, it will be on TV or online on Lucas Oil Racing TV. So if you guys want to check it out and see how everyone does, be kind of fun. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out. And if you guys want any links to our audio, YouTube, social media, anything like that, the links will be in the description. And we will catch you guys after our next race.